Welcome to Channel AMEC, your insight to the Australian visa system. G'day everyone, my name is Carl Yang, your online YouTube visa consultant. Are you interested about migrate to Australia? Why don't you consider to subscribe to my channel and turn on the bell on the side, so once we have all the updates and news, you'll be the first one getting all the insight. Alright, today I wanted to cover just one major piece of new legislations or law upon a visa condition. It's not a major so-called announcements. It's a little tiny thing, but I think it's for 2024. Obviously, we're looking about the geopolitical issue on the technology, so-called tech war, between the world of freedom and also the authoritarian, so-called countries. They fighting about the AI, the chip war, and things that you probably have seen and heard numbers of these topics. I think it's related to this piece of legislation, though. Let's have a look. Okay, now it's coming from the Migration Alliance news, but this is not really new. It's actually from Tuesday. I've taken a deeper study in regards to this piece of legislation, so decided to make this video. Obviously, we're talking about the tech war. Now, why is it? Why does it matter? Now, let's have a look. It says migration, designated migration law, visa condition 8208 determination. So it's a new piece of visa conditions that can be upon whichever the visa applicant. Looks like they're going to embed it on the student visa. As we have continued to read through, it says the migration determination 2012 legislation instruments established under the Migration Act 1958, specifically paragraph 49583B. Wow, you don't have to remember all that. It is set to take either 1st April 2024, so that's going to be this year, in about a month time. We're about almost reaching March now, or the day following registration of federal register. It comes to effect. Its main purpose is to facilitate, let's watch this one, the use of computer program under ministerial control for decision exercise of power, compliance, and obligation under designated migration law. Now, that probably doesn't really mean much for you, but let's have a look at which relates to management of student visas, particularly in postgraduate research in critical technology area. Now, why are they doing this? I mean, so does that mean that a student coming to Australia to study will not able to come and study so-called critical technology? Not quite, but I think it's looking to bar potential aspects or potential candidates who, the government, I think it will involve the Australian intelligence to identify potential commercial or technology espionage. Now, this may be crazy. I mean, this channel is talking about all the visas and how to migrate. When we're talking about espionage, I mean, I've never foresee that I will, talk about a topic like this ever. But it seems to be it's right in front of us. Now, let's continue to have read upon this visa. The condition introduced in part of legislation to prevent the unwanted transfer of critical technology abroad. It mandates a student visa holder seek to undertake research in critical technology field must obtain ministerial approval. So these people come to Australia, they need to get ministerial approval. So as further, remember, you probably won't. I've been in the industry for long enough to actually remember this. Now, a couple of years back, now there are still queues on students, especially come from China, applying for PhD, and they've been pending for years. They cannot even get a PhD student visa. Now, the reason here comes, I think this piece of law addresses that issue there, because they don't want them to come here to actually be able to transfer the technology, so-called critical technology, to whichever country that Australia don't feel safe with. The establishment of the visa condition 820A is incorporated with descent and migration law, follow comprehensive consultation with government, blah blah blah. So it goes on. And the other one another one is talking about a critical technology, kind of technology. This actually identify what kind of technology that actually involves. So these are let's have a read. Advanced manufacturing material technology. So this really relates to the semiconductor field and all the chemical and material use. Well, there is a critical mineral. It's actually at the on the top list of Australian technology development there. So they don't want, these will be the critical technology. Artificial intelligence, for sure, it's tip of the tech warfare at this point in time. Advanced information and communication technology, biotech, that's pretty straightforward. Clean energy generation storage technology, so that will be, for example, hydrogen. Okay, quantum technology, that's a big one. And autonomous system, robotic, positioning, timing, and sensing technology. So this is more towards, for example, space tech. There's a lot of autonomous or so-called sensing technology required in the space. So these are all within the critical technology, and that will be looking to put upon the student visa for potential research students under master of research or PhD student. Now, let's come back here and have a talk about this. Now, a lot of people had not criticized but commenting why the reason that sometimes I talk about politics. I mean, geopolitics nowadays really affect the policy making on the immigration matter. As you can see straight away, what we have just read, it's very important. Now, it may affect a lot of people by means, because all these critical technology nowadays also at the back is we're talking about the economical powers, how they actually can generate a lot of financial benefit for a nation. So again, I'm not saying not to pick these courses for study, but you got to be very careful, as a lot of things that we might not want to foresee there's any geopolitical or political effect. But sometimes it does come really right beside us, so we got to be really careful about this one. So if you're coming from countries like on the international news ground, for example, Iran, China, not so much of India nowadays, but perhaps Pakistan, Afghanistan, places like these, Vietnam, Southeast Asia. Now you got to be take extra careful on the visa application part. Anyway, should you have more question, query, more than welcome to leave comment right down below. See you next video. Goodbye.